What's up, YouTube? It is time for some more Run 8 this morning. It's been a while since we've done a video. We've been doing a lot of live streams here lately. Had an absolute blast doing them. If you haven't caught a live stream, definitely hop in if you get the chance or catch the replay, because it's been a lot of fun. Like I said, I've really enjoyed them. They've done really good. I've been really happy with them. So anyway, we're back to a video today, and we're back in Run 8. We're going to be running the Q214 from Baldwin to I don't know, this is a Baldwin to Louisville train, so we'll take her up the Callahan sub and maybe up a little bit of the Nahunta, maybe to Folkston or something like that. But either way, that's going to be our train today. In real life, this train would run to they would take it to Waycross and do a crew change and then run it from Waycross to Birmingham and up that way. So should be a lot of fun, guys. Old school Santa Fe unit on the head in here, BNSF patch. I have seen some videos of some Santa Fe units like this on the head end of Q245, which was a Autoracks train from Detroit to Jacksonville. And I've had a Santa Fe unit like this, a GP50 on the head of a pig back in the day. So a little bit of a throwback to that. Either way, some nice power sitting here. Let's go ahead and hop on our train, and we need to see about getting our Autoracks train together. We got about 7,000 feet, so we're about to double a couple of tracks. We can do that really fast. Shouldn't take too terribly long. Oops, wrong one. Got hit F5. There we go. All right, parking brakes off. Let's get everything up so we can see what we're at and what we're doing. Reverser forward, headlights on with H. Double click that. And I think we're set with everything, right? We are. Let's go ahead and ease her forward here. Yeah, this is going to be pretty sweet with the Santa Fe unit on the head in. I like changing it up a little bit here and there, right? Doing something a little different. It's going to take me a second to get reacclimated with the game because I'm so used to playing Railroader here lately. All right, let's stop this guy here. Let's hop down. There we go. Let's go here, grab our switch. And we should, yeah, actually, we're not good to go. Never mind. You know what we're going to do? We'll let off that independent. We're just going to ease her down here behind us while we go along and grab these switches, because we got 50 bazillion to get, right? There we go. Got that one. Is she coming up here? Yeah, there we go. She's working her way up here. Grab these as we go along here. There we go. Grab that one. All one you don't see a lot about in Run 8. At least I don't. You know, in my little confined world, I don't see a lot about it. I don't see a lot of content about it. But it's another kind of like little hidden area in the game, right? And it's like the end-all be-all to Autoracks operations in the Southeast for CSX. So it's like the premier Autoracks yard. Okay, which one is our Louisville cut? Oh, we got some Nashvilles, we got some Louisvilles over there. Okay, I think what we can do, actually, no, we still got switches to get. We'll just keep getting them. Yeah, I got some Nashvilles there, so that would be Nashvilles would be like a Q230. Once again, this is 2002 ops, right? This isn't 2002, 3 or 4, somewhere in there. It's just what I'm familiar with. And you can find a decent amount of information about it on the Wayback Machine. Like, the Wayback Machine is awesome. Go to the Wayback Machine, go to the Bullsheet 2002, and you're set. You can find everything you need to know about it. That's the one thing about, like, I know there's a lot of different places that you can go and get symbol information, train information for CSX, that sort of thing, you know, rail fan sites. But that information, it changes with the wind, right? Like, every time you turn around, that stuff is changing. But and I get that. That's just the nature of the railroad. It's very fluid. But the sites don't archive the historical aspect of it, and that's really kind of a shame, right? That they don't archive that. I really wish they would. If we can catch up here. There we go. Yeah, they should archive that. You know, it's good information for you know, it may not be for current day rail fans, but it's good for historical stuff for like people that might be doing model railroading or simming or whatever, you know, the historical part of it is very important. So I kind of wish they would archive that, right? The wiki kind of archives it a little bit since the last symbol changed, but that barely scratches the surface as far as like what's changed over the years. All right, we need to figure out which cut I want to grab first. There's a cut that we need to get that's like super long. And then this one, right? Okay, I think this little cut right here is what we need to grab. All right, let's come on up here. So we'll grab this one, we'll double over to this track, and then we should be good to go. Let's go ahead and engage auto all routes. Should be good there. Hopefully he's going to route this stuff correctly. We've got a few trains out there. We got some on the Nahuna side up around, you know, between Folkston and Jessup. We got some on the Jessup side. We've got some on the Tallahassee side. Like, there's a lot of trains out there. So hopefully he's going to route these things the right way. It's the thing with the older symbols, auto's not, and I need to go back and fix that sometime. I just haven't had a chance to, but need to go back in and fix that so he knows where this older stuff goes. Otherwise, he's not going to route it correctly. He's not going to know. Have to go into the XML and all that stuff and set it up. Tell him where to go. Dude, get up there. There we go. Throw in reverse. Oh, well, I guess it would help if I got my switch, right? Otherwise, we'd be going back the exact same way. That wouldn't be good. That's not the. It's not a good way to start your day off. Now we're good. All right, let's come on back. I'd still love to see track IR support in Run 8. I think that would be really cool to be able to like look around the yard and head tracking support would be really nice to have. Nice little quality of life feature. You watch our speed here, see what we're doing. The old N&W Autorack. I like the Norfolk and Western stuff. That was always one that appealed to me when I was a kid. Hopefully this doesn't have an EOT on it. And I'd be willing to bet. Nothing is laced on this thing, right? Yeah. Oh, I always forget that. I should always lace these things. Like, if you want to keep it legit, it really doesn't matter, right? Like, in the scheme of things, it don't matter, but... Shift F7 this guy. There we go. Let's check the bottom of it. All right, let's see what she looks like down here. Yeah, she's good. We need to get the we need to get this other cut. You know what? Let's just let's do it that way, and we'll grab this cut, shift F7 it. There you go. That should have it. Sweet. We're good. That's very handy to have. All right. Drop back down on the ground. Let's relinquish that cut of cars there. And we'll grab our train. Now we're set. Go ahead and catch up. And we'll go grab that other cut of cars. Got an F5 too. The question is, we're going to have to talk to Otto maybe to make this move. I'm not sure if we'll have enough headroom. It's only about 3,000 feet a car, right? Like, it's not a lot. Is it? Let's see, 33, 31. Okay. Yeah, it's not a heck of a lot, but we may be able to pull that. Go down here and get all these switches. So we can pull. We can pull down to this signal right here. Yeah, that'll be, I think that's 3,000 feet, right? Like, surely that is. I'm horrible at judging that stuff, all right? Like, looking at it, I can't tell, but that might be good. We'll see. We'll see. We may need a light across there. You got it. Yeah, he's moving stuff. We still got a good, bit to drag out of here. Always enjoyed the Autorack trains. I never had a problem with them. We didn't have a whole lot. 214 was basically it. As far as I can remember, that was the only Autorack train that we had, I think, back then. Most everything else went the Atlanta side. You know, Q230, Q220, Q215, Q213, Q245 sometimes. Q237. Like, there were a ton of Autorack trains on the Atlanta side. None on the Nahuna side through Savannah and that way. Everything was through, like, Cincinnati and Atlanta that way. Nashville. But I never had a problem with them. Like, I don't ever remember, like, dreading getting an Autorack train, right? Like, I don't remember that being a thing, you know? Like, they were step on and step off jobs. They weren't bad at all. Start slowing her up a little bit here. We may have to get this light. Yeah, we may have to talk to Otto. We're slowed up a little bit here. Let's see what she looks like on the back end. Oh, it's gonna be close. I think it is. I think it's gonna be close. Let's see, he's all the way up here to the signal as far as we can, and maybe we'll clear it. Need to figure out what is our radio. Question is this considered Wildwood or Callahan? I'm going to think it's Wildwood. Or is it Jack's Terminal? Right? Like, I don't know. I'm going to say Wildwood. It's going 54 tone 8. Alright, let's do that. Check our bottom again here. Only like a few cars. Yeah, it's only like 2 or 3 cars maybe that we need to clear, so we might be able to do it without needing a signal. I think when they switch Baldwin in real life, they prefer to switch it on the south end. I think that's where the like the tail tracks are at. Real tracks, whatever you want to call them. They do it on the south end because they don't have to foul the crossing up here, the diamond. But I mean, I've seen videos where they've pulled across it too on this end. So I mean, never say never, right? That's the one thing I always say with the railroad: never say never. All right, what's she doing? Ah, just a little bit, right? Like, we just need just a hair. half car. Sweet, that'll do. All right. Let's stop her right here, and we'll go back and get her. Oh, make sure that slag don't roll out on us. I think she'll be all right. Is that our... Wait, no, that is not the track we need. Never mind, we are going to need a signal too. We got to go to this track. We'll need like another car. I don't think we got that, guys. Yeah, we don't have another car. We gotta talk to Otto. Let's tone him up. Not working. All right, we're on 54. Let's do donate. Yeah, we're not even getting a callback, so it's not that. Jack's Terminal for Callahan. Okay, for Callahan and okay, they're the same, so we'll try channel 14 tone 5. There we go. Now we're in business. Now we are in business, guys. Use guys, we're in business over here. Use guys. Let's request a light. See what he says. At least he's in a good mood, right? All right, he gave us an approach, so that's good. That's all we need. We don't need anything else. I was watching the wrong switch the whole time back there. Yeah, we just need just a little bit, just a hair. All right, yeah. There we go. That'll do. Let's see how far past the light we had to get. Oh, just a little bit, just not even a full engine, right? Let's go ahead and catch up. Bring him on back. We'll grab this cut, get our air right, hang our EOT, and we'll be good to go. I still need to get the butt heads. Like, there was a bunch of butt heads down here back in the day. And when I say butt heads, I mean switchers, right? A lot of butt heads. I need to do that. I need to get some more routes. I just got to sit down and do it. That's the only thing about Run 8. It's not the easiest to purchase. Like, usually, like, PayPal is super easy, but... Alright, we'll slow her up a little bit. I don't think I mentioned this is an empty train. It's not loaded. There we go. All right, let's connect. Partial. Open this guy up all the way. We'll go down to the bottom and hang our EOT real fast. Oops. Oh, wait, there we go. All right, EOT is attached. Nice. It's the battery operated one too. We didn't have any of those air turbine ones back in the day. Like the UP, like every once in a while we would see one of theirs, but that was kind of it wasn't really a thing. All our stuff back then was battery operated and it sucked. It sucked because like the batteries were crap. All right, where did we make that cut? I should have saved it. I think it's right here. Yeah. All right, what's our air look like? Good enough. Let's go ahead and open this up the rest of the way. We don't have continuity on the bottom with the EOT. Yeah, that's the only thing I haven't figured out. There's something I'm doing wrong. When I hang it, like when I manually hang an EOT, I don't ever get continuity with it on the bottom. There's got to be a step I'm missing or something. It should work. The only way I know to fix that is just to go in and auto EOT. Is there anything like yeah. Nothing about it, right? What does the fuel on this one look like? There we go. Okay. All right, let's hop in. We got to tone auto back up. You know, the light. He's answering Birch. That's not right. That's way too far away. Proceed on signal indication. Did we just get U102 is on the way to Jacksonville? Yep, he lined him through. Doggone it, he just lined him through. So we gotta wait on a pig. Can he not, like... Is there not a way to bring us down a little closer? Yeah, you could totally take us down to this light. At least, like, I want those, like, 10 car links, man. Come on. Oh, where's he at? Oh, he's coming up on... Okay. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. We'll go rail phantom a little bit here. Be pretty cool. Rail phantom. I love the double mast signals. We need to do more on the Tallahassee sub. All right, Q102's by. Let's see if we can get our light now out of here. Already line running time. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Let's man, we may have to talk ourselves by. Like, we may have to. That may be a thing. See if we can get it one more time. The route's real wonky right here. I don't know why it has this pink area across the diamond. I have looked at it. Look, it's like it's got an open switch or something. And there we go. Now we're good. Now we're good. All right, so we're going to be meeting this guy, either Crawford or 4 Acre, one of the two. But at least we've got a light. Let's go ahead and knock this down, and we'll give it back to auto, right? Like, I just want to get across this diamond. Oh wow, it's a little bit of a grade right here. Yeah, there is. Also didn't have the reverser in forward, so that didn't help either. Now we're good. Come on. Let's watch those amps. I think we're good. So kind of an interesting setup right here, signal wise, right? Like, and this is true to life. I never worked down there, so I don't know anything about, but this is the way the signals were set up. I do know that, looking at pictures and stuff like that. And the best you could get, like, you couldn't get an approach slow, so the best you could get would be an approach, and then you'd have a slow approach out. So kind of cool how that's set up. I think we can do 15 out of here. Oh, we got stuck brakes. We do have stuck brakes. That sucks. I should have set them up back there. Yeah, I should have set them up back there and let them go. We haven't touched the brakes since we've got our train together, but we definitely got some stuff going on with them. Hopefully we can get up here and when we make this meet, we'll draw them down or something and see if we can get them back right. All right, we got slow clear. I don't even know. I have zero clue what you would call that. So we should pull that up, right? That's like the most obnoxious horn ever in the history of horns. It's supposed to be some kind of RS3. We got our 45 up here. We'll count that off. Let's go ahead and hit the counter. We'll count it down. I actually remembered it this time. All right, we'll ease on out of here. See what our meat's going to look like here. We've knocked that down. Let's go ahead and we'll re-engage Otto. See what he does. No, we got no. He's giving us another light, so that's good at least. Go back to let's go back to the diamond. Watch it here. All right, well, we're almost across. Not quite halfway yet. See what he's doing. He's going to put us in the hole at Crawford. Okay, that's all right. I'll go with that. Yeah, I'm good with that. That's absolutely fine. We'll take it. Let's see, we got our resume speed up here. We'll see about counting that off here when we get to it. We'll hit it and then we'll know when we get 3,000 feet into this, we'll be in the 45 back there, right? Like roughly. All right, let's hit it again. Yeah, it should be relatively smooth running between here and Callahan. I don't think there's like any kind of major grade out there. I think it's just riprap, hogbacks, whatever. Nothing too crazy. It's been a while since I've run out here, and even then, I haven't run out here like a whole heck of a lot. Been a little bit. I really should more. Like it's a major piece of the puzzle down here. All right, this is going to be the distance to 4 acre NPS, northbound permissive signal. CSX Q214 has got a clear distance to 4 acre. BTSF 6723 north out. Actually, BNSF 6723 north out. Well, if we can get out of this 15, there we go. We're at 30 now. I didn't even see the 30 diamond board back there. Now we can at least do some running. They're already in 45, just made transition. That's what that clicking noise is. Trying to think of how fast a railroad this is. Is it 60? Maybe. We're a 70-mile-an-hour train, but I think it's a 60-mile-an-hour railroad through here. The only thing it just dawned on me, we got where's it at? Maxed out. Yeah, we don't want that. Let's turn that back some. Let's yeah, we're not doing that. Like that's even excessive for CSX. We're not doing. We're not doing it. We're not maxing out the failure chance. There we go. We should be in 60-mile-an-hour railroad. Okay. I think Callahan's a 25-mile-an-hour switch. Like we'll get a medium indication through it, but I want to say it's a 25-mile-an-hour turnout. All right, coming up on 4 acre. CSX Q4. CSX Q214 27's got a clear south end 4 acre. BNSF 6723 north out.
Equipment defect detector milepost 1.3. No defect.
Good. Okay.
320 end of transmission.
No, our brakes at least released. That's good. At least we have the luxury of looking like in real life. You wouldn't know unless someone told you, right? And that did happen. Oh, we got a crossing up here. I missed that. Missed that whistle post somehow. This private crossing. We'll have to get too crazy with it. There's XQ214 27's got a clear north end 4 acre BNSF 6723 north out. Yeah, it's crazy how many Autoracks they had on the fits. On the, like I said earlier, the Atlanta side. You know, it was odd because like we had all the pigs on the Birmingham side, and they had all of the Autoracks on the Atlanta side. Like, you know, pig wise back then we had 120, 121, 127, 129, 183, 184, 179, 180. I think that was all of them. But we only had the one Autorack, 214. Pig wise, I think they only had the 2 pigs that went to Cincinnati at that time. I think later on they put on something that went to Atlanta, but I want to say they only had the 2 Cincinnati pigs. You know, it's always kind of surprising to me that you didn't see like a Jacksonville to Detroit pig. I guess that was just an extension of the Cincinnati train, but all right, we're supposed to multiple times. Sweet. She's a good running train. Like she feels really good. There's that whistle post hidden in the shadows over there. Need to look for some more horns. I haven't looked in a while. So next stop's gonna be Crawford. That'll be our Our meet. Q453. He's going to Miami. This XQ 214 27's got clear and immediate 7.3 mile post. NSF 6723 north out. I hear that big GE back there chugging along. Get the poor man's air conditioning going, right? Yeah, that horn's gonna be loud as hell though. You know what? Never mind. Scratch that. Close it back. We don't need that open. Close it back. We don't want to hear that loud horn back there. We just got an in and out. In and out, that'll be okay, because like I said, our stuck brakes aren't a problem anymore. Yeah, they're good. They just had to charge up. Just had to charge. We're in business. That's pretty flat. There's really just not much going on with that. Like, there's a little bit up and down. Looks like we're going down, a little sag there and a little knot and another little sag on the other side, but there's not a lot going on with this route. We won't get into the good stuff until we get on the Nahuna. Looks like we just got a... Looks like we got a straight up approach, really? We'll have to check that out when we get closer. I don't know about that. We should be getting an approach medium. We do have straight approach. Why? Why is that? I almost kind of wonder if that's a bug. We should be, like, if we're doing an in and out, we should get an approach medium. Reduction to 15 and 2.9. Yeah, that's not, something's not right. Yeah, that is not right. I don't know what's going on with that, but we should, if I remember correctly on how this route's set up, we should get a medium approach medium in and a medium clear out and an approach medium on a distant. Unless, are these non-signal, like, and draw down 10. I just did a full service too. I didn't mean to do that. I'm so bad about doing that. Like, all right, well, we got approach. CSX Q214 27's got approach distant to Crawford, BNSF 6723, fourth out. Yeah, I got way too much air. I shouldn't. I totally goofed that up, right? I totally goofed that up. We're going to squat. I hit shift. Like I was, or what was it? Like I'm trying to bail off at the same time. And I'm holding that down, bailing it off, and getting the air at the same time. And that gets me at a full service, and it completely jacks it up, right? That was totally my fault. We'll pull on her a little bit. Yeah, we got that one car in there. That one car is a little bit sticky. I don't know. I may change that key bind up. For the full service. I may change that up. We'll be in number 6. I don't even know what that would be under. Like, how is that listed? Not brakes. Train brakes release, train brakes full. Ride control end. Yeah. I don't like the ride control because that's what I'm using to bail off, right? So if I'm holding, what happens is I'm holding down ride control, right? And I'm bailing the brakes off as I grab them, but while I'm bailing, I grab it again, and then it puts me into a full service. So that, like, I think a full service should be something other than ride control, maybe like a right shift. That's release full. There's the suppression. Yeah, we're going into suppression is what it is. Right control home. So we need changes. This needs to be like right shift. Let's try that. That shouldn't be a problem anymore now. Oof, we gotta hit that crossing there. Alright, that should work for us a little better here. So we had an approach, right? Like, we don't know for sure what we have on the other side, so we need to go around there prepared to stop, like looking out. We got a restricting it. I think this is right, actually. You know what? I think this is right. I thought all those sidings were medium, but this is absolutely right for Crawford. This is right. So it's like a non-bonded siding. It's a non-bonded. A 4-acre is the signal siding. This one is non-bonded. That's absolutely right. I had a momentary brain fart. All right, CSX Q214 27's got restricting into his siding Crawford. Being SF6723 north out. A little bit of a downhill here too. Nice little area. I like this route. This is a nice little route. If you're looking for like good short runs to run, the Waycross, like Waycross to Baldwin, Waycross to Jacksonville, you know, those runs are really nice. They're not very long. They're not like a huge time investment, right? Fitzgerald to Jacksonville, another route, not too terribly long, but definitely longer than the Waycross to Baldwin that way. All right, very cool. There's 453 Waycross to Miami service. We go down the S line. Guess he goes to what is it, Auburndale, and then down that way. There's definitely a little bit of a knot right here. I'm not sure how long this siding is. It doesn't say on here, unfortunately. I wish it did. That's always really nice to have when it lists the siding links for a dispatcher. Most of the routes do. Well, no, this one doesn't either, does it? I could have swore they did at some point. Maybe it changed, or maybe they just never did. All right, does the Fitz? The Fitz does. Yeah, the Fitz does. It's just the rest of them don't.
CSX equipment defect detector milepost 1.2.3 no defects. Total axle 3. 0, end of transmission.
All right, no defects. I guess that was for us. I didn't even realize we went over another DD. Where did we? Oh, the Crawford DD. Okay. Yeah, that was us. I wish he'd give us speed. I don't ever remember going over one that didn't give speed. They most definitely gave speed on the Fitz, that's for sure. And length of train too. Give us a little grade here. I got some Miami bound Autoracks there. Some of this stuff is set out in Baldwin. I think that's the way they had it set up. So I got these molten sulfur tanks here. Is that what that says? Yeah, it is. It's going to take us a hot minute to get in and out of this siding. Got a little ways to go. I'm glad I finally fixed that keybind. I've run into that issue a few times. That way I can bill. I can continuously bill and grab more air at the same time. I think these guys, where are these guys going? Baldwin. You got to cut on the bottom. Nice. So they just roll in there, cut it off, and then go on about their business. God, I was going to say we had a double clear, but yeah, okay. Yeah, the signal's here. And it's because it's a seam between two different routes, right? It's a little wonky here. It's not like that in real life by any means. Like this signal, the double-headed signal here is the one that protects the diamond, but they had to put another one in, so it's a little bit janky right there as far as how that works, but you know, it is what it is. Now we got 25, really? Yeah, I don't know about that. So basically we should get a medium clear out. Yeah, we got a medium clear out. Came in on a restricting, have to stop within half the range of vision, blah, 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 whatever that rule said. Short of a car or an obstruction or... I said, I don't think they specified broke rail. I think that was a Nazi Southern thing. But we are crossing the NS up here. Some kind of sawmill over here. I gotta figure out what local worked down here way back in the day. They did have a local, but it was the Waycross to Baldwin local, and it handled all that traffic. Like it worked this stuff and it did, but I saw it somewhere. It was the only time I ever saw that symbol, and I remember even talking to the guy about it. He posted a picture about it somewhere. And he told me about it. All right, CSX Q21427 has got a medium clear out of the siding north end of Crawford. BNSF 6723 north out. Alright, here we go. All right, there's our resume speed, 40 over the diamond. Actually, let's count it down. It just goes to show you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I finally remembered that little trick. Should have put the 453 in the hole. That would have been a better meet if he'd stuck him in the hole and just let us run down the main. They're doing that in and out. Alright, next stop's Callahan. It's not going to be too far away. That's not going to be too far at all. Let's take a peek at the A-line. Let's see what's going on with the A-line here. We're coming out to Hilliard. Okay. He's not just going to automatically cross us over at Callahan. He's going to run us down the main to Hilliard a little bit and cross over. There's someone headed towards us in 170. The other coal trains done got by. Yeah, we've got a little traffic to meet out there. What's going on Waycross here? There should have been some other stuff out there too. It looks like it's not. There's the N100. N100 is going to Power Park in Jacksonville. So he should technically be swinging the Y at Grand Junction there, but he's not. Like, Otto doesn't know what to do with him, right? He has no clue. So it's another one that, like, the symbol needs to be added in. There, we got a little bit more time. We'll keep running with her for a bit here. We'll at least get her on the Nahuna, make this meet up here. All right, there we go. Sandy Ford Road. And the distance to Callahan. Approach medium. All right, CSX Q2 1427's got approach medium, distance to Callahan. BNSF 6723 north out. This is going to be a 25-mile-an-hour turnout. So yeah, that was definitely true to life, at least for us. On Limeville side, we had a lot of sightings. All our signal sightings were mediums in and mediums out, but they were only 25-mile-an-hour switches. So you kind of had to know that. You had to look in your timetable, know those speeds. I got the cab ride video that I made back in 90 or 91. On that one, the train I was on had a limited clear over a turnout, but it was only 25-mile-an-hour turnout, believe it or not, like a limited clear over it. Yeah. And you used to, way back in the day, in the 90s, about that time, you used to could get consecutive approach mediums. So like you could get an approach medium to a turnout, right? You would hit the turnout and you would get another approach medium after that. Then they started changing it up at some point. I don't exactly know when, but all right, there's that's Callahan up there. We'll just do some dynamics for this. One of the few times, the first time I've used dynamic on this trip, like I just, like on the southeast routes, I really just don't use it a whole lot, especially down here. I'm trying to remember what the grade is like through Callahan. Do we need to pull out of here, or what are we going to be doing exactly? Because I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know. All right, we'll go with this for a bit. All right, we may be able to pull out. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's come out of dynamics. We'll pull on her a little bit. Yeah, that is most definitely the most annoying horn ever. The most obnoxious horn ever in the history of horns. We'll go with it. It's something different. It may not be correct. I thought the Santa Fe, their old school horns were like RS3 or something like that. Probably not quite like this one, but all right, what track they got us going over to? Number 1. All right, CSX Q21427's got a meeting clear. Callahan sub to Nahunta number 1. BNSF 27 or 6723 north out. I think we got some crossings up here. Yeah. It's relatively flat through here. All right, so it looks like we're going to go down just a little bit and meet the N170 down around Hilliard. We'll see if Auto crosses us back over at Folkston. He may not. He should. The 214 symbol's been around for ages up until they made that big change. Like I don't see that not being in there, but who knows? All right, well, we'll roll with it for a little bit here at 25, and then we can get 70 mile an hour train at that point. That'll be nice. She may be able to do 70. She seems like she's got a little get up and go. She's almost 2 HPT. She's like 1.9. All right, we're halfway through. I'm not sure what our next live stream will be. I've really enjoyed Railroader here lately. Like, we're starting to make some headway, right? Like, we got the 2 F units. So we're well into dieselization. The last stream, I got the SW1. We took out a little bit of a loan, another loan. So we're like $50,000 in debt now. But we got the 2 F units, and we've got the SW1 down at Silva's. So I mean, we're making some headway. I've made more headway on that game here lately than I think I have in a long time. So the next thing I want to do is start paying off some of that loan, at least get it down a little bit. And as far as dieselization, I don't know. I guess some RS1s maybe for the like the log jobs and stuff like that. Those may be good branch line engines to have. We need to really just work towards getting Robinson coal to tier 5, right? Tier 5 is the plan. See what that does for us. Maybe we'll get that mod that bumps it up to like 70 or 80 cars a day. I think that would be pretty nice. We may need another F unit for that, or a GP. Like, I want to get it to the point where I mix and match my power really good. Like, we're gonna have some B units. We'll have the 2 F7As. You know, some GP9s, some U30Bs. We could possibly do that. I don't want to do those quite yet. I know several people said get the GP38s, but I'm trying to like enjoy the older first gen power before we get to the GP38s. So we'll probably just go with it. Like I said, it'll be a mix of SW1s, F units, you know, the A's and the B's, and then GP9s. That sort of thing, U30s, the U-boats. They still need a U25 really bad in game. That would be nice. That would be super nice to have a U25B. But really everything's kind of banking on getting that coal moving. Like that coal company, Robinson Coal Company is a heavy hitter as far as income for us. So if we can really kind of milk that as best we can to get some income so we can progress faster. Like, up to this point, it's just taken forever to progress. It takes forever to get the money built up to do anything in that game. Like, you got to spend hours and hours and hours, you know, working on, you know, farming, you know, grinding money to buy things. All right, CSX Q21420 says got a clear intermediate Little Mills Creek from 1 main, being SF 6723 north out. So we're getting there. Like, we've dieselized. That's a huge thing. Probably the next immediate thing I need to do is get the fuel stands at Dillsboro and Bryson. You do that. That's probably the next purchase for us, honestly. Yeah, the fuel stands. We've got to have those. We've got the one in Whittier, but it's not very conducive, like, especially for the SW1 down at Silva. So we need to get the fuel stands. We need to get the Alarka Y. The Y would be nice to have that on the north end. That way we can turn trains and that sort of thing. So I think that's going to be the first on the plan. I know we talked about like signals, like putting in signals between Bryson and Whittier. That might be an option as we start to move more trains. We haven't really increased the number of trains that we're running. We're still running the 510 and the 511 is really all we got, right? It's pretty much the do-it-all trains. Then we got our yard jobs. We have Whittier yard job, Bryson yard job, paper mill yard job, Dillsboro yard job. And we don't have many long distance locals on that route at all. I said she might could do 70. Maybe in some of these sags she might hit 70, but she's not going to get like terribly fast. There you go. Got approach limited. CSX Q21427's got approach limited distance to Hilliard. BNSF 6723 north out. Yeah, we're definitely not going to see 70 now. A little bit of a sag. There's Hilliard right up there. Got limited clear. Going out, let her coast through this sag a little bit, and hopefully we can just pull right out of here through the turnout. That's the great thing about these long trains; they average out so nice. She may start running on us a little bit once that tail end comes over the grade back there. At this point, it's going right back up though, so it should average out pretty good here. Let's see, the M170 is up here waiting on us. I could have swore we had more trains to meet. I thought we had some on the on the Jessup side. I have zero clue where that train went. I have zero clue. It's like it completely disappeared. Maybe I didn't put it down. Maybe I didn't put it down when I built this. That could very well be the case. I could have just had a brain fart. CSX Q2 1427's got limited clear Hilliard number 1 crossing to 2. BNSF 6723 north out. All right, through turnout. Yeah, I still don't see that in 170. He's got to be dragging along, right? Like he's a coal train. I just don't. I'm perplexed as far as what there. I could have swore there was a train sitting at Braganza. I'm just like, I'm looking everywhere. There's a 684. Yeah, I remember him being out there. 453. 314 crossing M170. There's the N100. There it is, 450, 457. So yeah, he snuck in there behind the N100. He's going too far though. Like he's supposed to go in the yard. Otto didn't put him in the yard for some reason. Okay, that was the other train I was thinking of, the 457. Man, I still don't see the M170. What is he doing, 2? Is he doing all of 2 mile an hour? Because he's definitely dragging up here. Yeah, there's definitely no missing that horn. We shouldn't have to worry about hitting anyone. Like, as obnoxious as that thing is, I swear that is absolutely the most obnoxious horn. But you gotta think, like, if horns were like pleasing to the ear, you'd probably tune them out. Look, see how Otto's going to route us. Yeah, he still hasn't given. I don't know if he hasn't given us a light because he's not sure what, but we need to go up to Jessup. SX Q2 1427 Sky, clear Hilliard, number 2 main, BNSF 6723 north out. Yeah, I don't know if we need to intervene. Yeah. He's not, he doesn't know where to take us. That's kind of surprising, honestly. That's kind of surprising. Yeah, he doesn't know where to take us. This Q214's been around forever. There's the M170. Yeah, M170's going to Orlando. Stand cold train. Let's get rid of those. We don't need that. Yeah, he'd be a Stanton coal train. So we've seen the Power Park. We've seen Stanton. Coal train looks good. Marker's hanging. Man, I don't even know if we're going to be able to hit 60. He's pretty draggy. All right, let's get our light taken care of. Yeah, we need to cross it over there. Oh, not that way. We got one more turnout to get. Come on, spur. All right, well, we'll let that run time again because I can't seem to get the switches right. Now we got it. All right, we'll get through the turnout. Yeah, we'll get through the turnout and then we'll give it back to auto again. We'll probably end it up here in a bit. We'll get through Folkston. I think it's gonna be kind of a longer video, but that's all right. We haven't done Run 8 in a while. Yeah, she's good for 50. She's good for 50. Granted, we're going uphill a little bit, so yeah, I wouldn't expect her to be like blazing fast, even on flat terrain, but we might see 70 going through the sag at blown. TSX Q2 1427 Scott clear Andrews, number 2 main, BNSF 60 723 north out. Also the distant two below. I had signals, like we had signals that had multiple names, you know, and you knew. Whatever name you heard, you knew. I don't ever remember hearing a name, like a signal location called out that I was like, what are they talking about? Like you knew. It may not be what you called it, but you knew what, like, you know, some people called it different things, you know, they had different preferences. We had a signal. I remember we called it Luke Rock. So it was after, there's a whole story behind it with someone that worked for the railroad, and we called it Luke Rock, but some people called it by the milepost. But either way, like if you heard Luke Rock or you heard the milepost, you knew what they were talking about. You knew where it was at. Like eventually you figured all that stuff out. So, you know, the point is that signal back there, some people could call it Andrews, some people could call it a distant too blown. Now we're going to hit 70. Maybe not. We still got 20 mile an hour to make up for that. Here. Yeah, we got 20 mile an hour. We may hit 60. I don't know if we'll hit 70. We'll just stay in it, right? We'll stay in it. We'll see what she does. Yeah, I think she's going to be 60, maybe, give or take. This SQ2 1427's got a clear blown number 2 main. SF 6723 north out. So we goofed that up. Yeah, I should have never called that signal until we got the DD report, right? We just walked all over it. If we were actually using a radio, we would have stepped on it. Yeah, we may see 70 going down into the St. Mary's. Looks like she's about tapped out. Technically, it's only a 65 mile an hour locomotive. So, yeah. I can squeeze a little bit out over that, but... Yeah, that's the thing about this train. It just dawned on me too, is that we're kind of limited by that 65 mile an hour leader here. Should say. Not say. Yeah, it doesn't say. Sometimes they'd say. We're gonna go with it though. We're gonna take her over 65 if she'll do it. Like that, I don't know. I've never really understood that. That gets into the traction motors and stuff like that. But like, CSX used to put GP40s on their pigs all the time back in the day with the tote boats too. And those were 70 mile an hour trains. So, you know, they're absolute, like those traction motors are good for 70 without a doubt. Like, I wouldn't think there's any difference in the traction motors between a GP40 and an SD40. Like, as far as I'm concerned, they're the same. But a lot of it depends on, like, what, just flat out what they're geared for, too. They just may not be geared for 70. That's another thing. I want to say I read somewhere if you overspeed a traction motor, it can cause birds nesting or something where the windings come apart, or I don't know. Maybe something like that. She almost hit 70. I think that's pretty much going to be it. Yeah, that's going to be it. That's all she's good for. We got 50 up here through Folkston, and we got to take the turnout up there too. We got to do the crossover. That's going to be a 30. So we should have an approach medium up here. We got approach medium. All right, CSX Q21427's got approach medium distant to Folkston. Number 2 main, being SF 6723 north out. All right, we shouldn't have to touch the brake or anything. Just use throttle modulation to get us slowed up for this. What are we in? Number 2. You cut that tree down. That thing's like right on top of the tracks. I see that every time I go through there. This is when we need to bust out a chainsaw. All right, now she's slowing down. We're getting into the meat of the grade here. All right, what are we looking at? Medium clear. We get a better look at Folkston. Oh, they're gonna love this horn. There's a few people out there. All right, there we go. Downtown Folkston. CSX Q21427's got immediate clear. Folkston, Nahuna number 2 to Jessup number 2. BNSF 6723 north out. Oh yeah, this is a 40-mile-an-hour track. I forgot about that. Actually, let's just do this resume speed here. Let's go back to Folkston real fast before we end this, guys. Nice. Yeah, this is a sweet spot. I've never been to Folkston. Never been there. But it's definitely like one of the premier places to rail fan. It definitely was back in the day. I think PSR kind of ruined it a little bit, right? Just a tad, but it's still a good spot. All right, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end this one here. We may pick up with it again sometime and take it to Waycross. We just got a little bit left to take it to Waycross. So that's where, like, that's where it would swap out at, is at the ice house there. You get a new crew at the ice house in Waycross, and then it would run it up to Manchester, and then to Birmingham, and that way. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Love all of you. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace. No, big cat, no. Oh, no. No, kitty. Oh, that's a MiG. That's a MiG over us. Okay. It's the weirdest day ever. Oh, no. He just fell. He just fell.